Tonight we are diving into 1845 Taste Texas.
Sounds delicious already.
You know I'm always up for some good barbecue.
Well, we're talking Texas steak this time.
Even better. So someone's craving a juicy steak, wants to know if 1845 is the place to go.
We've got those Yelp reviews ready.
The good, the bad, all the juicy details.
Exactly. And looks like we've got a lot of good to unpack.
Oh.
This place is sitting at a 4.5-star rating on Yelp.
Wow, that's impressive.
Over 500 reviews, too, so you know people are talking.
All right, so let's get right to it. What are people raving about? What's the must-try dish?
Lots of buzz around this Texas experience platter.
Okay, tell me more.
Seems like a sampler. You get a taste of everything.
I like it.
Pork belly and fried quail were standouts for a lot of reviewers.
Now, those are some classic Texas flavors.
Exactly. Sounds like a good intro to what they're all about.
I'm sold. But let's get specific. Any dishes that had people dreaming of leftovers?
Definitely. Jennifer, she raved about the prime rib. Couldn't stop talking about the smoky flavors.
Okay, so we've got smoky prime rib. What else?
Remember we talked about those sweet and savory combos?
Oh, yeah.
Pecan, candy, bacon, chicken sandwich. Got a lot of love for that very reason.
Man, now that's what I'm talking about. Sweet and savory, always a winner.
Right.
Okay, the food sounds incredible, but how's the service?
Consistently praised as attentive and friendly, which is always a good sign.
Yeah, well, it makes a difference.
Absolutely. And, you know, a few reviewers even mentioned specific servers by name.
Oh, wow, that's really saying something.
Like they really went above and beyond.
Let's hear about these all-star servers.
So we've got Emilio, apparently a master at recommending dishes without being pushy, you know.
I like that.
Guided diners through the menu, even reminded them about happy hour.
Now that's good service.
And then there's Jackson. One reviewer, a first-timer, raved about him.
What'd he do?
Took the time to explain the whole concept of the restaurant, walked them through the menu.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, like really invested in making it a good experience.
You can tell when people actually care, you know. Makes all the difference. But, okay, let's get real.
Gotta have a good with the bad, right?
Exactly. What did people have to say about the not-so-great aspects?
Well, a couple people mentioned the blueberry pecan crumble being a little too tart for their liking.
Okay, so a bit sour.
Yeah, something like that. And someone thought the dirty rice was a bit heavy on the seasoning.
Interesting. So more like strong flavors than actual problems.
Seems like it.
Stronger flavors? Yeah, I can see that. But any like real complaints? Anything that would make you say, maybe not?
Well, one reviewer did mention finding a hair
Ew.
in their food, yeah.
Ugh, that's never good. Okay, but how'd they handle it?
They were quick to replace the dish, at least.
That's good, the least they could do.
Right. Nobody wants that kind of surprise.
Absolutely not. Speaking of things that can put a damper on dinner, the wait times.
Yeah, that was a bit of a theme.
What are we talking, like a few minutes or?
More like a recurring concern, especially during those busy hours.
Okay, so like Friday night rush, gotta expect a little wait.
One reviewer mentioned waiting a full hour for their food.
An hour. Oof, that's a long time.
It is, especially if you're hungry.
No kidding. So reservations, probably a good idea?
Seems like it, especially weekends. You know how it is.
For sure. Anything else we should cover before we wrap up?
Just a couple more things. One person thought the lighting was a bit dim.
Ambiance or just too dark to read the menu?
Didn't say, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And another one wished the bread was complimentary.
The classic bread debate.
Fun things never change.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Food's great, especially that Texas experience and those sweet and savory dishes.
Gosh.
Service, top notch. Emilio and Jackson, the MVPs.
Definitely.
But gotta be ready for a potential wait.
And maybe ask about those flavor profiles.
Right, especially if you're not into the whole bold flavor thing. Anything else?
Nope, you got it.
All right, so the moment of truth. Should our listeners saddle up and head to 1845 Taste Texas, or is it a pass for now?
You know, based on everything we've seen, I'd say it's a definite contender. The food, especially that Texas experience and the sweet and savory options, it's getting rave reviews.
Contender, but not a clear winner. What's holding it back?
Those wait times, gotta be realistic about those.
Yeah, an hour is a long time.
Especially when you're hungry. So maybe not the best choice for a quick bite.
Definitely not. More like a plan ahead, make a reservation kind of place.
Exactly. And, you know, while those bold flavors are a hit for some people,
right, not everyone's into that.
It's something to consider. If you're sensitive to strong tastes, maybe do a little more research.
Good point. So for our listeners out there, here's the deal.
Hit me with the final verdict.
1845 Taste Texas sounds like a great spot for a real Texas meal. Food's fantastic, especially if you're into those classic flavors, and the service is top-notch.
Don't forget Emilio and Jackson.
Our all-star servers. But be prepared for a wait, especially on those busy nights.
And maybe ask about the intensity of the flavors if you're unsure.
Solid advice. Well, there you have it. Another deep dive in the books.
Until next time.
Happy eating, everyone.